Welcome to Introduction to CQRS. This module will provide you with a high-level introduction to the Calculating Quality Reporting Service, or CQRS. In this lesson, you will learn about some CQRS basics. Let's start with some terminology used throughout this training. Acronyms are identified the first time they appear. Service providers are organizations commissioned to provide a service. For example, GP practices are service providers for the Quality and Outcomes Framework, or QOF, and other services. Commissioning organizations are the organizations that commission services from the service providers. For example, the regional local offices may commission GP practices to provide an enhanced service. CCGs may also commission GP practices to provide an enhanced service. Quality services are the national and local services supported by CQRS. The QOF, Direct Enhanced Services, and Vaccination and Immunization are all national quality services because they're determined at a national level. Local enhanced services are local quality services as they can be determined at a local level. CQRS will need to calculate achievement for these quality services. It obtains this data from GP practices primarily through the General Practice Extraction Service, or GPS. CQRS only gets data from a GP practice where a service provider is participating in a quality service. GPS will only send aggregate data to CQRS. CQRS does not store or transmit any patient-level data. Note that training and support for GPS will be provided separately online by NHS Digital GPS and through your GP clinical system supplier. CQRS has been designed to significantly benefit you, making it easier to do your job and saving you time. Let's take a closer look. CQRS allows you to manage multiple quality services. It not only supports nationally commissioned quality services such as the QOF, Direct Enhanced Services, and Vaccination and Immunization, but also locally commissioned quality services. Local commissioning organizations can support their commissioning activities by customizing existing quality services. For example, they can amend thresholds or points assigned to indicators in a quality service. The process for amending local quality services will be covered in more detail later in the training. CQRS introduces a new process to record participation in quality services. This replaces and streamlines existing manual processes. CQRS will record all the quality services that service providers are participating in, so they can see what they are providing. Commissioning organizations can see what services they have commissioned to their service providers. CQRS will also help you manage time by alerting you to CQRS activities. Improve the achievement and payment process by providing a visual system for monitoring services, and allow commissioning organizations and service providers to track achievement against target throughout the year, providing enough time to take necessary action ahead of the final calculation of achievement. CQRS supports quality services such as the QOF, Direct Enhanced Services, and Vaccination and Immunization. CQRS also has the ability to support future quality services when they are introduced. Participation in these quality services is recorded on the system, and the structure of the quality services is clearly visible to all users. For example, all users can see indicators, calculation methods, points, and thresholds that make up a quality service. This means users can clearly see what they have been offered or are participating in. The provision of non-patient identifiable data from GP practices and the calculation of achievement for quality services supported by CQRS are automated, saving time, reducing effort, and increasing accuracy and quality. Most quality services will have their data extracted and updated on a monthly basis. CQRS improves the way you will access and view information. With non-patient identifiable data collection automated from clinical systems at frequent intervals by NHS Digital GPS, Organizations can quickly and easily track and monitor achievement and progress via CQRS reports. This means they can take corrective action early in the year, if necessary. Calculation of final achievement and the declaration and approval of quality services offered will be recorded on the system, meaning that both the commissioning organization and the service provider can easily access and view them. Changes to quality services will be reflected in CQRS earlier, particularly at the beginning of the financial year, to allow for timely data submission and earlier intervention. CQRS has been designed from the ground up to provide improvements in reporting, training, help desk support, user management, and data provisioning. You will learn more about these improvements next, as well as in other training modules. CQRS provides you the support to be a confident and competent user. Let's take a closer look at this support, starting with account setup. Advanced user administrators are responsible for creating new users in their own organization with appropriate roles. These advanced user administrators can create new user administrators in descendant organizations on CQRS. They may also work on behalf of descendant organizations and add users at that level too. These newly created user administrators are then able to set up users and their roles in their own individual organizations. This graphic illustrates how advanced user administrators set up other administrators and users within the CQRS organization structure. For example, advanced user administrators that have been set up on CQRS at the CCG are responsible for creating new users in their own organization with appropriate roles, as well as creating user administrators at the GP practice. The GP practice user administrator then creates any other additional users within their organization. You will learn more about administration later in this training. An advanced user administrator or user administrator will set up your CQRS account. An email will then be automatically sent to your NHS email address inviting you to register. The email will include a link that will allow you to access the CQRS registration screen. A variety of training and performance support strategies and materials are available to ensure that you are prepared to use CQRS. Online training is accessible 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, to the entire CQRS user population from any location in England, provided that the user has access to an N3 connection. Every user is encouraged to participate in this online training. The CQRS training curriculum has been designed to prepare you with the knowledge and skills required to confidently and competently use the CQRS system and service. Let's take a few minutes to summarize what we covered in this module. You'll be able to access a central UK-based help desk staffed by knowledgeable people who can swiftly resolve issues and provide informed help and guidance with queries on the system. Help desk support hours will be 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday. Note that some links for additional information are displayed. You can also find additional training resources in the CQRS Learning Center. The Online Courses tab contains more in-depth training modules for both commissioning organizations and service providers. The Job Aids and Tutorials tab contains simulation tutorials that demonstrate the specific steps required to complete common and/or critical CQRS tasks and job aids, providing key learning points and steps for common and/or critical CQRS tasks. And finally, you can view, print, or download the CQRS User Guide directly from the CQRS system itself.